Hello and welcome to another MBK design video. Today we will talk about the She collection and make a little review. And just as an info, the products I received free of charge as part of my free creative teamwork for MBK design. So you already see the different packs of the She collection. We have the artsy bits, frame mask, page dividers, and so on. I downloaded the mega bundle with the weekly templates here, and we have also our mega bundle with the storybook templates. And I will say let's start. And let me say something. Depend on which time you watch this video, the collection will be not on sale like it is at the moment. So keep this in mind. Now let's jump into Photoshop and open our folders. So I have already downloaded, as I told you, the weekly mega bundle, and I always start with a solid paper, and I will also show you how you can use the different elements like the page dividers, and I think the best method is to show it live how I use them. So as I told you, I always start with a solid paper, and in this collection we have some beautiful solid papers with bold colors and this soft blue, which is my favorite, and of course I will start with this blue paper. I clipped it in my workspace and Ctrl-0 to fit it in my workspace. I have already prepared some photos too, of course, so we don't waste time. And now we start with our first folder, which are the art frame masks. Sorry, they came as TIFF and PSD file. I will open my PSD file. So here you have 5 different frame masks. These are masks with frames, and I start with the first frame here. And what I do is I activate the first or the last layer and press and hold Shift on your keyboard and click the last or the first layer, so all the layers are activated. And now I can drag it on top of my photo and I close this. So now you have a vertical mask and frame, and it's super easy to flip it. The layers are already activated, so press Ctrl or Command T on your keyboard, and then you can rotate it clockwise or counterclockwise, whatever you want, and you have this horizontal mask and frame now, and I will use it as a horizontal. So now make your layer with the mask active, and you can see you have the frame, which is this white frame outside, and you have a plastic, and feel free to delete a layer which you don't like. For example, if you don't like the plastic, it's no problem. First turn the eye off, don't delete it. Delete it at the end if you are really sure you don't want to use it. Otherwise, if you delete it now and after you think, oh, it looks good, you have to open the whole frame again, and it's easier just to click the eye. And the shadow of the frame, and of course the mask. This is the shadow and the mask. Okay, So if you want to insert a photo now in this mask, make the mask layer active, and I have already prepared my photos. I drag the photo on top of my layout, and because I have activated my mask layer, the photo is directly above the layer, so I only need to resize it a little bit. And place it over the mask, and then click your Alt key on your keyboard until you get this rectangle, this square and the arrow, and click with the mouse between the two layers, and it's clipped. And as I told you, now you can hide the plastic and decide if you like it or if you don't like it. So in my case, I like the plastic. So these are the art frames. The others work the same way. You have the mask, you can clip in a photo or a paper, and you can hide the frame and the shadow, and you can hide the plastic and make it to your own. So the other folder are the page dividers. They come as PNG file, and with this you can create your own artsy or blended background. You can blend, you can insert a photo into the dividers or a paper. So I grab the first page divider, I drag it on top of my page, and if I want to insert a paper, I will put this page divider on top of my background. So now you can insert a photo or a paper, or you can apply a style. We have in the She collection this watercolor style from the toolbox, and I just double click to install the styles. If you have an older version of Photoshop, just go to styles and load styles. So now I have my watercolor styles here, and make the layer active, of course, and you can apply a watercolor style if you like, or you can choose a paper. And for this example I will go to my mixed media paper folder, and the mixed media papers are ready to use. If you want to make an artsy or blended page, you don't have to make it your own. They are already finished, and I will show you now how you can insert a paper into the page dividers. I use the same, drag it on top of my photo, and now I will insert a photo from the mixed media paper pack. These are papers which are more artsy or blended, and if you don't want it to make it by your own, you can use these papers. They are already finished and have the nice texture and are blended and have this artsy look. So I will grab one of these papers, put it on top of my page divider, and again Alt on your keyboard and click between the two layers, and now the paper is clipped into this page divider, and I think you have a nice background with this mixed media paper blended in. So this is how you can use the page dividers. And now we have these gesso paper pieces, and they give your background paper a nice texture. Let's grab the first one, and you can give your page a little bit of this grungy look. And these gessos have also the scripts in it, and let's use this one and we put it behind the photo. Sorry, it's clipped in. We don't want to clip it in. And what you can do now is you can apply one of these styles here. Try different styles, and I think this looks nice. And you can also insert, of course, a paper, clip in a paper in this script. But I think the styles works really good. And you have these different styles and this paper pieces which gives this crumpled paper look if you put it behind. So you have a lot of possibilities how you can use this gesso pieces and the scripts. Here you have this texture like a wall. So okay, and let's have a look at the magic lights. Those who knows MBK design knows the magic lights. They are always with a brighter glow, like the first row here, and here you have some like paints or so brushes, and you can also try to use them as a mask and insert a photo, and they give always this nice glow to a page. Try to play with the blend modes. You can put this brighter glows on top of a photo. And play with the blend modes. So you enlighten the photo a little bit, and you can also reduce the opacity. So there are a lot of opportunities how you can use the magic lights. So you can see the difference. It has a little bit of glow. And we have the page pockets. We have different folders here. In the first folder we have this page pockets with 3 placeholders, and they come as PSD file, as PNG file, but separate the mask, the page pockets. Here are the PSD file and a TIFF file. And we have different shapes. Again, we have the PSD file, and we have the mask and the page pocket as different files. So if you only want to use the mask, you can grab the PNG file. Here are another page pocket shapes, and I will grab this heart. I activate both layers so I can drag it on top of my page, and I will resize it and put it on top. And now I make my mask active so I can insert a photo. And then Alt on your keyboard, go between the two layers and clip. And sorry, I will hide this so I can easily grab my photo, and then I make it visible again, the page pocket. And now activate your mask, and you can give this a little bit of shadow. Okay, so these are the page pockets, and now we have the paper exposure. They are a little bit with a pattern here, like the yellow one, and others are more artsy, like this one or this one, and others are more solid with a frame on it. So another nice paper pack. And we have the thorn masks. Again, I make the first layer active, then press and hold my shift key and click the last layer, so all my layers are activated, and I can drag it on top of my page. I will resize it. And now we have the frame, the paper, and the tier. So the frame is clear, is the white line outside, the mask, and this is the tier which gives this ripped paper effect. So I activate my mask because I will insert a photo into my mask, and I drag my photo on top, and I will resize it a little bit. And again, Alt on your keyboard and go between the two layers and clip it in. And now what you can do is you can go to your filters, make your layer with the photo active, go to filters and filter gallery, and you can give your photo a little bit of texture. So you can choose canvas or whatever texture you like. And if we zoom in a little bit, you can see it has a little bit of texture because this outer line here has this paper texture, so you can give your photo also this paper texture that it looks like it's ripped here. Okay, I will delete this because I don't want to have it on my page. Okay, we have different thorn masks, different shapes, and we have our urban masks, and we grab the first mask, and you can insert a photo into the mask, or again you can apply a style. And I will put it behind. Okay, so you can insert a photo, also you can insert, of course, a paper. You can clip a paper into the mask or apply a style like I did. And we have, for example, this mask here, which is perfect for a photo, but we can also apply a style, of course. Okay. We have this mask also as brushes. If you prefer to brush it, then load the brushes. And we have these dates here and with different fonts and white. Okay, you can't see anything here. And we have this font and more bold and this one. So these are the dates. And now we have about the toolbox. We make another video. We have this monthly template, and you get a white layer, and as it mentioned here, you delete this layer and you have to make all the layers visible. Click on this eye and make all layers visible. And here you have a monthly template where you can insert a lot of photos. You can also insert papers if you don't have much photos, or you can delete parts of it and insert an element. And we have the other side. So delete the first layer and activate the other layers. And here you can write what happens during the months. And you have a nice double page. And here is the double page. We delete this layer and we have the weekly templates. I will open one of the weekly templates, which are also as double page and as single page. Again, we delete the layer and we make the other layers active. And you can see the template. So this is the other side. And of course you can make it as a double page. And you have the templates for every week. And of course the last one is the word art folder, and we have it as PNG and also as brushes. You can load the brushes. Or you can use the PNG word arts. So I give you one example for the brushes. For example, if you have a photo and make a new layer, Then we can choose one of the brushes, and we go to our brush and to our MBK WordArts, which we have loaded, and we can choose a brush. And now you can, for example, put it also in different sizes or colors. Make a new layer so you can change the color. And if you want to erase part of it, apply a mask, make sure your foreground color is black, and now we choose our brush tool and we choose a regular round brush, and we can delete here, for example. So this is one way how you can use the WordArt brushes. So we are at the end of our video. Again, here are the different packs which you can get as a mega bundle or different packs. I forgot one packs, which are the artsy bits. And here are the artsy bits folder, and you have this beautiful artsy bits here, some with realistic element like the flower, this splashes here with some pattern in it, and some realistic elements like the leaves here or the flower, a bow. This painted strokes, a frame where you can frame the whole page, and the black elements here you can leave it like they are and give, I think sometimes it looks nice if you have this black lines in it or scribbles, but of course you can apply styles and to fit it more into the page. And we have stitches, a frame like a stitch, and some loopy looser here, and I will use this. And with the artsy bits you can give your page the final touch. And I think sometimes it looks nice if you have an artsy page and you put one or two realistic elements on it, like a flower or whatever is in the kit. And if you use this splashes or paints or whatever you will call this, you can play with the opacity. I think in my case I need to reduce the opacity and give just a little bit of the flowers here. And the final touch, these watercolor flowers. And I think my page is done. So I hope I could give you some inspiration on how you can use this collection and what is in the collection. And I hope I see you next time. Enjoy the collection and have a good time. Bye!